Hello, people. Hello. Welcome, everyone. If y'all are here, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me well. Let me know if you can hear the music. If it's too loud, let me know. Hello. So this is going to be real quick, y'all. We're just going to do a 30-minute session. So I know I was supposed to do this yesterday. Ran into technical difficulties and it just did not work out. I could not get up here on time. And by the time I could actually do it, it was just too late. So I said I'll reschedule to tonight and hopefully everyone can make it and come and join me. So if you are here, go ahead and make sure that you like, share, comment, all those good things. So we can share it with our friends, our community, grow our community. We're just going to do a simple 30-minute yoga session. Nothing too fancy, a little breath work, a little movement, and I'll let y'all rest for a little bit. And then you can go back to your regularly scheduled program. So if you do not know me, I am Kiki, formerly known as This Curvi Yogi. And I know that I've been through a lot of rebranding, so changed my name to Mindfully Kiki. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I talk about mindfulness all the time. Whether I say mindfulness or not, the actual practices that I do are mindfulness. So that's why I changed my name. We are just going to do a simple yoga session tonight. So y'all share, like, comment, all those things. Oh, and let me tell you what you'll need. I should tell you, right? So all you need tonight, if you have a yoga mat, you can pull that out. If you don't, if you have carpeted floors, I have carpeted floors. They work just as well. Just kind of be mindful of your hands and your feet. And if you're slipping, just see if you can find something, a towel that you can put down. And the only other thing that you will need are possibly yoga blocks. And if you don't have yoga blocks, I always recommend using either 2 hardcover books that are about the same size, or you can use 2 disinfectant wipe containers. Those usually are about the size of a yoga block in terms of height anyway. So those usually work pretty well for using as yoga blocks. So like I said, if you don't have yoga blocks, go ahead and use either 2 hardcover books that are the same size, or 2 disinfectant wipe containers. So that's all we'll need tonight. And if you may find an issue with being on your knees, you may want to grab a blanket or a towel that you can use under your knees. So if you want to grab your blanket, towel for your knees, yoga mat, and 2 yoga blocks. And like I said, if you don't have yoga blocks, you can always use 2 hardcover books or 2 disinfectant wipe containers. So I'll give everyone a few minutes to grab what you need for this session. let me see if I can let you know what you'll need. So people will know when they come in. Ida Kitty says, I'm here, I'm ready. LOL, talking to myself. Come on, girl, we are ready. We're about to go in this thing and be live. All right. So we are going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a little bit of breath work. So I'm going to go back to my mat. Hopefully you can see me and hear me well. If not, please let me know. So we're just going to find a comfortable seat. Sitting flat on your mat, maybe in a cross-legged position. Let your hands rest on your knees. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears. And then bring them down and back. And that's just going to open your chest. And let your hands rest on your knees. And we're just going to take a few breaths together. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth. So let's inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. Inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Open the mouth and exhale. And just return back to your normal breath. The next part of our breathwork session is going to be what we call box breathing. So think about we're breathing in the shape of a box. So we're going to inhale for the count of 4. You're going to hold your breath at the top for a count of 4. You're going to exhale for the count of 4 and then hold your breath at the bottom for the count of 4. So that's in the shape of a box. Inhale, count of 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4 and hold for 4. So again, just readjusting your posture here, sitting tall. And then let's inhale together for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Take an exhale here. Moving into round 2. Same thing. Inhale for the count of 4. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Take an exhale here. And one more time, going into our boxed breathing. So let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Take a big breath in and out. And then just return back to your normal breath. So I'm just going to warm up a little bit here. So bring your hands together or interlace your fingers together. Bring your hands behind your head so your elbows are pointing out to the sides. And again, sitting tall on your mat. On an inhale, I want you to lift your chest, reach your elbows back, and bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. So arching your back just a little bit. And then on the exhale, you're going to start to bring your gaze forward and down. Start to bring your elbows in and your chin into your chest. Again, inhale as you lift your head, open your elbows, open your arms. Gaze is up and arching the back just slightly. And exhale, bringing the elbows in, start to curl your back towards the back of the room. And your chin comes down to your chest. One more time. Inhale as you lift your head, lift your gaze, lift your chest, reach the elbows back, arch the back just a little bit. And exhale as you start to curl your back, bring your elbows in, chin to your chest. And then lifting the head, releasing the hands from behind your head. Bring your hands down beside you. And let's inhale as we reach the arms out and up. On the exhale, bend at your elbows and bring your hands out to the side. So now our arms are in the shape of a field goal post. And then inhale, reach them up. Exhale, open. Inhale, up. Exhale, open. And then from here, keep your arms where they are. Take an inhale. On the exhale, just go ahead and twist over to your left. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Inhale back to center. We'll do that one more time on each side. And then exhale over to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the other side. And coming back to center, release your hands. Just go ahead and do a couple shoulder rolls here. Bring the shoulders up and back. And then changing that movement, bringing the shoulders back and forward. Back, up, and forward. And then here is where you may want to grab your blanket for your knees if you're using one. We're going to come onto our knees and you can face towards me. And we're going to start with the left foot out. Once you have your left foot out, go ahead and stand on that right knee. Bring your hands to your hips. From here, we're going to inhale, reach your arms out and up. So kind of like we were doing when we were sitting down. Exhale, bring your hand down to your extended leg. Reach the other hand up and over. Think about keeping some space between your ear and your shoulder so you're not sinking into your shoulder. And breathe here. Inhale, bring both arms back up. Exhale, this time you're bringing the opposite hand down to the mat, reaching the other hand over. This is where you may want to grab your block if you have them, or whatever you're using for your block, and you can bring it underneath that hand. And think about having a straight line from your top hand down to the extended leg or the extended foot. Breathe here. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, arms down by your side. So bring your hands down in front of you. Keeping that leg extended. We're going to walk our hands back and sit back on your heel just for a second. Keep your chest lifted, looking forward. Take a big breath in and out. So if you want, you can start to lift your toes on your extended leg here. You may feel a little bit of sensation in that inner thigh, maybe in the hamstring and the calf. Breathe here. And then go ahead and lift your hips off of your heel. Bring your hands forward. And we're going to bring that leg in. And go ahead and move your block to the other side. Extend the opposite leg out. And we're going to come to stand on your left leg. Once you're there, inhale as you bring your arms out and up. Exhale, bring your hand down to your extended leg and reach the other hand up and over. Again, thinking about keeping space between your ear and your shoulder so you're not sinking into that shoulder. Inhale, both arms come back up. Exhale, opposite hand comes down. You can bring it to the mat or to your block or whatever you're using for your block. And reach the top arm up and over. So if you're just joining now, if you don't have yoga blocks, I suggested to use disinfectant wipe containers or 2 hardcover books that are about the same height. But right now you only need one. Breathe here. And then inhale, bring both arms up. Go Go ahead and exhale and bring the hands down. So we're doing the same thing as we did on the other side. Go ahead and walk your hands back and sit back on your heel. So you can bring the top of your back foot down and sit back on your heel. Keeping the spine as straight as you can. Looking forward, sitting tall. Breathe here. So here you may feel sensation in the inner thigh. That's okay. And just acknowledge any other sensations you may feel. What other parts of your body are you feeling muscle sensations in? And if you want, you can start to lift the toes of the extended leg. See how that changes the stretch here. Do you feel a little bit in your calf muscle? Do you feel a little bit in your hamstring? Is your whole leg on fire? What are you feeling? How does it feel right now? Just building awareness in our body as we move, right? And then bring those toes down. Go ahead and walk the hands forward as you lift your hips. And we're going to bring that leg in. Go ahead and bring your block to the other side one more time. Extend the opposite leg out. So your left leg is going out this time. So we're going to do that again. This time we're going to try a little bit or add on. So inhale as you reach your arms out and up. Exhale as you bring your hand down to your extended leg and reach the other hand up and over. Breathe here. And then inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, bring your opposite arm down to the mat or to your block. And reach the top arm up and over. Again, thinking about kind of a straight line between your fingertips and down to your extended leg. Breathe here. Now I said we're moving on or adding on a little bit here. We're just adding on one more move. So while we're here in this position, you want to see if you can shift your weight into your arm, your bottom arm, and lift the extended leg. Not going to be here long. Breathe. And then bring that foot down. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale them down in front of you. Go ahead and bring the back of the top of the back foot down and sit back on your heel. Walk the hands back towards your body. And maybe reach the toes up. Take about 2 full breaths here. And then placing the foot back down, walking the hands forward. Bring that extended leg in or the knee in. Move your block to the other side. And we're going to extend the opposite leg out. So standing on your left knee, right leg is out. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hand down to your extended leg and the opposite arm up and over. Breathe here. And then inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, bring the opposite hand down to the mat or to your block and reach the top arm up and over. Breathe here. And then doing as we did on the other side, see if you can shift your weight into your block or the mat into the bottom hand, and then lift. Lift that right leg. Doesn't have to be far off of the mat. We're concentrating on reaching in all directions. Breathe here. And then bringing that foot down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bring your hands forward. And then we're gonna bring the back toes down. Top of the foot is down. And then start to walk your hands back. Keeping the spine as straight as you can and lifting the toes of the extended leg. Again, take about 2 full breaths here. And then walk the hands forward. Bring the foot down and bring that leg in. Go ahead and bring your block off to the side. And we'll come down to sit. So here, we'll sit with our knees bent and feet on the mat. Go ahead and lie down on your back. We're going to go into a bridge pose next. So walk your feet back towards your hips as far as you can. Keep your feet planted on the mat. And then you can have your hands or your palms face down on the floor or on the mat. I also like to grab both sides of the mat just so I can grip a little better. So here we're going to start with an inhale first. Let's inhale together. On your exhale, press into your feet, lift your hips off of the mat. It may help to tuck your shoulders underneath. Keep pressing through your feet. Keep the hips lifted. Breathe here. And then take an inhale. On the exhale, slowly and mindfully lower your hips down to the mat. And then untuck your shoulders, laying flat on the mat again. So we're going to do that 2 more times, 2 more bridge poses. So again, finding your placement for your hands, either flat or you can grab both ends of the mat. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, lift the hips up. And if it helps, bring your shoulders underneath, kind of underneath your back. Breathe here. Press through your feet. Keep your hips lifted. And we're not focusing on how far our hips are lifted off the mat. We're just lifting them, right? Start to feel the back muscles working, even the ab muscles. And breathe. And then take an inhale. On the exhale, start to slowly lower the hips down to the mat. And untuck your shoulders. One more bridge pose. So again, you may have to readjust, walking your feet back towards your hips. Maybe you've moved a little on your mat. Do whatever you have to do to get back to your normal space. Choosing your hand placement, whether it's flat, with the palms face down on the floor on the mat, or you can grab both ends of your mat. Take a breath in. On the exhale, lift the hips off of the mat. Maybe you tuck your shoulders underneath. I know that sounds so weird. Breathe here. Again, we're not focusing on how far off of the mat we are. We're just focusing on lifting the hips. And breathe here. Even if you feel shaking in the core section, in your abs, in your hips, that's okay. Breathe. And then take a breath in. On the exhale, start to lower the hips down slowly to the mat. Untuck the shoulders. So we're done with our bridge poses. Bring your feet out as wide as your mat or a little wider than your hips, either one. And then we're going to come into a windshield wiper motion. So we're going to bring the knees over to each side. And it's okay if the knee doesn't come all the way down to the mat. We're just moving in this motion. So think about the windshield wipers on the car. This is how our knees are moving. Just do a couple on each side. While you're doing that, you may feel that sensation in the front of the leg, in the quad. That quad muscle is being stretched out right now. Maybe one more on each side. And then bringing your knees back up to center. So we're going to transition into our Shavasana, our final resting pose for this session. So it's time to rest. So I want you to find a comfortable position for you. So a couple things here. If you want to rest laying flat on your mat, you can. If you want to just have your feet on the mat and have your knees bent, so that takes pressure off of your lower back, you can do that as well. So I just want you to find a position that works for you. Your arms can be down by your side, or you can have them out so that your body's in the shape of the letter T. Or if you want to do like we did earlier, with our elbows bent and our hands up, so kind of like in that field goal post shape, you can do that as well. So take a moment to find what works for you so you can rest for the next couple of minutes. Once you're in your comfortable position, allow your body to feel heavy on the mat. So think about the parts of your body that are connected to your mat. So, of course, your back, your shoulders, maybe your arms and your feet, your legs, whatever part is connected, just allow it to feel heavy there. Relax that body part a little more. And as we find that our body is resting or relaxing in this position, you may find that you're clenching in your face a little bit. So, what I want you to do is to unclench your jaw. So, just create a little bit of space between the top and bottom row of your teeth. Release the tension between your eyebrows and your temples. And then, wherever you are, take a big breath in and let it all out. And you can think about on each breath that you take in this Shavasana, in this resting position, just allowing yourself to let go a little more each time. And we'll stay here and rest for the next couple of minutes. And it may help if you would like to close your eyes, you can, or if you want to find a focal point on the ceiling, you can do that as well. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. And we'll come into a full body stretch, reaching your arms above your head, extending your legs out in front of you. Stretching, stretching, stretching. And And then bringing your hands down beside your hips. You can place your feet on the mat. And we're going to meet in a seated position. So you can take your time coming up. And once you've found your seat, sit tall, reach your shoulders up towards your ears, and then down and back, opening the chest. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can bow your head to your heart if you'd like. So we're just bowing in gratitude for our practice. First, taking the time to take care of ourselves, take care of our minds and of our body. And may we all go back out into the world feeling refreshed and feeling rejuvenated and ready to help take care of and support others. Always remember that the light in me sees and honors the light within each of you. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope that this short practice was just enough for you all tonight. Just enough to get your body moving, to get a little breath work in, and to get you ready to chill for the night. So I just want to thank you all for coming on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoy this session and you want a little more of an intimate experience, I do recommend that you sign up for my Monday night mindful movement class. That's where we have our weekly Zoom meeting and we do a full-fledged class, and I get to see you, you get to see me, and I can guide you through a little bit better than I can through the live. So you can sign up for that as well. Mindfullykiki.com is where you can sign up for those classes. So that's all I have for y'all tonight. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that we can do this more often. And hopefully we'll be back in about 2 weeks. Also, consider subscribing to my email list. I will put that down in the description because I don't think I let you guys know that you can do that. That's where you'll get all of my updates for all classes and events that I have outside of this platform. But thank you for joining. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful night.